is Matt from Gaslamp Computers. This is going to be the first of a two-part video series discussing PDFs and PDF readers. PDF is the portable document format, and the first PDF reader I'm going to discuss is the Adobe Reader. Adobe Reader is by far the most popular PDF reader on the market today, but I believe it to be junk software, and I'm going to show you why. And I do advise against installing Adobe Reader on your system, but I will show you in this video how to install and then uninstall it, and give you my reasons for considering it junk software. So we go to the Adobe site and click download. And keep in mind, all you're wanting on your system right now is a PDF reader, and we'll show you what Adobe downloads to your system. Okay, we can see that Adobe is trying to install a Firefox extension, so we allow it. It's the Adobe Download Manager. Okay, after that's been installed, we need to restart Firefox. Okay, so already Adobe has installed one extra component into our computer. We want a PDF reader, and now we have the Adobe Download Manager in Firefox. Notice we started this install at 10:32. Okay, here's the Adobe Download Manager. You can see that it's downloading Adobe Reader and the McAfee security scan. It also gives you the option to add these components up in this little toolbar to your download. I definitely will recommend against doing that. Alright, I'm going to pause the video while this downloads. Okay, after Adobe finishes downloading, it'll automatically begin installing. You can see that Adobe has already taken around 6 to 7 minutes at this point. And it hasn't completed yet. Okay, Adobe has finished installing. It took 8 to 9 minutes to do that. So I'm going to close the Download Manager, and now I'll close Firefox. Okay, so we see a few extra items on our desktop. We have Adobe Reader, the McAfee security scan, and something called acrobat.com. If we go to Control Panel and then Add Remove Programs, we can see all of the programs that have been installed on our computer. Okay, so it installed acrobat.com, it installed Adobe Air, the Adobe Download Manager, Adobe Reader, and McAfee Security Scan. So that's 5 items when all we wanted was a PDF reader. I believe this is unacceptable. You can also see that Adobe Reader is 210 megabytes, which is huge for a PDF reader, and we'll be able to compare that with Sumatra PDF. As well as installing all of these items, it also adds 2 startup items. As we can see, if we load up Windows Defender, it adds the McAfee Free Tools startup item, SSS Scheduler, as well as Adobe Acrobat, the Adobe Reader Speed Launcher, and Adobe ARM. So we have 5 programs installed 3 additional startup items when all we wanted was a PDF reader. In addition, we have a Firefox extension that was installed. If we go to Open Firefox, go to Tools, and then Add-ons, you see that we have this Adobe Download Manager that was installed. And there was also a Internet Explorer add-on that has been installed. You can see we have the Adobe PDF link helper that's been installed. So an Internet Explorer add-on, a Firefox add-on, three startup items, and 5 programs that were installed, all because we wanted a PDF reader. All of these programs serve to slow down your computer, potentially adding vulnerabilities or incompatibilities, and it's completely not necessary for a PDF reader. If we load up Adobe Reader here, and this is the Adobe Reader interface. Okay, so now you probably have Adobe Reader installed on your computer, and I'll show you how to uninstall it. Well, first, let's see what exactly a McAfee security scan is. So we load it up. And it tells us our computer is at risk because it didn't find any antivirus protection. That's true, I don't have any antivirus on this computer, but you could hardly call this a security scan. All it does is basically relay the information of the Microsoft Security Center. So if we want to fix it now, again, it doesn't run a scan, it simply takes us to the McAfee website so we can buy McAfee antivirus products. So this McAfee security scan is essentially just an ad for McAfee that Adobe bundles with its product. It adds no value to your computer. It's simply an advertisement for McAfee. So let's go through and uninstall and remove any traces of Adobe Reader from our computer. So we can remove acrobat.com, remove Adobe Air, remove the Adobe Download Manager, remove Adobe Reader, and remove the McAfee security scan. Okay. If we open Firefox, we see that the Adobe Download Manager has been removed. And so your computer should be clean of all the Adobe remnants. You'll probably need to restart it so that Windows Defender flushes out those startup items. But your computer is now clean of Adobe Reader. And check out my next video where I show you how to install and configure the free and open source Sumatra PDF.